It's a very good morning today, and wherever you are watching us from, good morning. It's 28th of July 2026. This is Scope Connect at Cityscope TV, and my name is Brenda Agenyo. I'm going to be your host today. So today we are going to talk about education matters, and I have my guest here, Mr. Eric Nyambok, who is a head teacher at Mbeme Comprehensive School in Kisumu. I'm going to take this opportunity to welcome him so that we can talk about education matters. We can talk about challenges that has been affecting our education system in Kenya, challenges that our teachers are going through, the challenges that our students are going through. We know what has been happening in Kenya for some time now. So we are going to talk about all those things in education matters. Wherever you are, I take this opportunity to welcome you to this show, Scope Connect at Cityscope TV, and you can also follow us through our Facebook page, that is Cityscope TV, also YouTube Cityscope TV, so that you can get more of our programs. You can also follow us on those platforms. I'm going to take this opportunity to welcome my guest here, Mr. Eric Nyambok. Good morning.
Good morning to you.
How are you?
I'm fine, Brenda.
I'm also doing fine.
Yeah, thank you so much.
I'm very happy you are here today.
Yes.
So that we can talk about 1, 2, 3 when it comes to education in Kenya.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. Good morning, our viewers. My name is Eric Ochieng Nyambok. Head teacher, Mbeme Junior School, and I'm also Reverend serving at SEK St. Luke's Ramba. I'm privileged to be here today, and I want to appreciate Cityscope for inviting me.
Yes.
So that I may be able to talk to you on matters education, and especially now that we are having a new system of education in Kenya that people are still grappling with, and I hope in the due course we will get to catch up with them.
We will understand.
Thank you so much.
Also the parents, some parents are still confused about this new system of education.
Yes.
So maybe my first question, how is the education system in Kenya now compared to, maybe to some years back, now that we have a new education system, we have a new curriculum, that is CBE. How is it now? How can you describe education in Kenya now?
Education in Kenya, I can say, is good. And you must also understand that when a change comes, it brings sometimes resistance and confusion. But I want to say that CBE, which is curriculum-based education, is good. Because one, it is taking care of the specific competency of the learner, and start with it from the time the child is very young. Yes. And the child competence is developed and it grows, and then the child is now able to exercise what he knows best. Yes. The former education was so much on marks and on passing, on grades and passing. Yes. But this one is now allowing those who have talent in other areas to explore. The child may not be so much good in academic. Yes. But the child may be talented either in sports, the child is talented in art, the child is talented in entrepreneurship and other art-related cases, including visual art and all others. So with this type of education, curriculum-based education, the child talent is developed right from the beginning, and therefore there is no wastage of trial. I want to try this, I am not good at this. Some parents, I want my child to be a doctor, yet this child, the talent is lying elsewhere. So we realized that the last education system was wasting learners, because a child who is good in something will drop out because maybe he has not done well in academic, and therefore will drop out because he's not able to go to university, because the whole ultimate goal of the other education is that if my child goes to university, then that one has succeeded in life. So CB is good, and it is still in the nurturing stage, and I believe that in the due course, when we clear with 844, then the whole system will really take its course. Thank you.
Do you think that this CBE curriculum is going to give us competent people, qualified people, in terms of maybe in a job? Maybe now we are going to have qualified doctors and all this. You know, before we were looking at the grades. If I have an A and I decided to do this such and such a course, maybe it's the grade. Maybe I got this grade through other means. You know, the other means that the schools were using, maybe to make sure that the schools were competing in grades and all this. So you'll realize that your child was not doing good, and then at the final exam, your child just get these grades and all this, and then these students join the university and they do some other courses that maybe they were not qualified to do these courses, because you understand your child, you understand how things are. And now this has made us have some, I don't know, incompetent people in job market. Someone did this course, yes, he is qualified for this course, and maybe through connection is now working in this field or in this hospital or maybe another facility or maybe in this company. But now these people don't deliver.
Yeah, of course. I want to say that I'm not blaming the last system of education which is being phased out. But I want to say that it has led to what we call cutthroat pressure. You have seen the pressure of maybe temptation of stealing exams in senior schools, because parents want children to pass. The society wants children to pass. The head of institution have nothing to do but to make sure that children pass. Because when you pass, you are sure you are succeeding in life. But however, it has led to some learners, they pass very well, but when they go to higher level, then now they cannot be able to deliver.
Yes.
Because we say talent and abilities are God-given.
Yes.
So what God gives you needs to be nurtured naturally. But if it is artificially manufactured, sometimes the pressure becomes so high. That's why you find that either in the field of medicine, they may start maybe higher, somebody has got A and everything. But in the due course, those who graduate from medicine, the number becomes very low. Yeah. What happens? So this is why we say CBE will naturally give the person the ability to nurture his natural talent and develop it. Right now, as we speak, primary school, especially in the Kisumu region, Nyanza region, are holding their ball games at Migori. And you realize that children have been given ability to exercise their talent there. Yes. Nobody is forcing them. Nobody is forced to do what is not willing, but they are naturally going there. So just like in sporting, there are others who are also naturally gifted in art. Yes. So this one is developed from there, that the child is now able to grow. And with that, if it is the value addition is given to this learner through exposure and through maybe materials which are available and provided by the Ministry of Education, then we will, in the end, get very competent people who can help this nation. Yes. Yeah. So I think up to there, that's the key departure from 844 to CBC. To CBE. Yes.
Okay. Do you think that our schools are well prepared for this CBE?
Depending on the level of the school, but you realize that preparation is an ongoing process, and we want to appreciate the Ministry of Education. Right now, the ministry is struggling with the number coming and the infrastructure. I want to say that they have really tried. Yes. There is a number of teachers employed this year, especially in primary, to handle junior schools. And they keep on employing them. Yes. And also we say that the senior schools, I believe now with the grade 10, grade Form 3 and Form 4, there is space. There is space between them, yes. Yeah, so that at least they're able to accommodate the more learners who are coming. But I cannot say that preparation may be so complete. It's an ongoing process. Because some schools still need other facilities like laboratory, computer lab, And now this is where we are now calling on all stakeholders to pool their resources to a stop. CDF, other government agencies, well-wishers,
Yes.
to now come and understand the needs of some schools and help. Because the government alone may do, but it requires time.
Okay.
So we can say the level of preparation for schools is at 50-60%.
50-60%. Meaning
Yes.
some schools are still down.
Yeah, still down.
Okay. What about the government? There's been complaint about the government not well prepared for this. They implemented this without being prepared. And this was seen during the transitioning of the grade 9 to grade 10. We saw what happened. There was a lot of hiccup in the system and all this. The parents were complaining, everybody was complaining, people are not understanding the grades and all this. So there has been some complaint that the government, the Ministry of Education, was really not prepared for this. Is it true that they were not prepared, or what is your view on this?
I think the government has been preparing itself at different stages, but only when it comes to rolling. When you are rolling a system once, sometimes you find that there is system overload, and people who are in the system who may not also be picking up so quickly. But I want to say that when they realized some challenges, they were adjusting with them. But I cannot say there were no challenges.
Yes.
The challenges that were there were based on the career choices, especially the what we call the STEM, the STEM, the choices of the subject that the child will be doing at different levels.
Yes.
So you find that most children, the government intended that most children, when it came to pathways, they intended that majority to pick STEM. Then the remaining one are spread to social science, sports, and arts. But you realize that many parents were not brought on board. They will try to bring them on board because during the choice of the subjects,
Yes.
parents were there. But you still find that there were some children who, when they go to the senior school, for grade 10,
Yes.
then they realize maybe the pathway they chose
The choice was not.
is not now moving with them very well, I can say. So there was a window the government again created for them to change. And again, so many of them are now moving from STEM to social
To
science.
social science. Actually, the government said that according to them, according to their plan, they were expecting 60% to go for the STEM.
They wanted 60% to go for the STEM.
Yes.
Because STEM carries science, technology, engineering, and mathematics.
Yes.
And mostly our life revolves around that. And social science is also good because there are things in social science that also build up.
Yes.
Then we have sports and arts, which also form parts of us. But
Yes.
you realize that those who have talented in sports, arts, sometimes they're not many. Yeah, so you find that STEM was supposed to be taking more.
Yeah.
But you realize when they reach, I'm a PHI in one of the county schools, and the report we got from the last meeting is that they were rushing to change. So that one I think is a challenge, but I think it's a positive one because the window of changing was given so that the child is not wasted.
Do you think they will also do the same in the future?
Yeah, those are projections, but I think this lesson will help us to focus. So when they will be reaching the university,
Yes.
what is awaiting us? So I think it's a case study for the higher level of education, so that as those the policy makers should be very close to see some of these challenges.
Okay.
Yeah, but I think the government was trying to put things in place, but when circumstances arise, they will always adjust accordingly,
Yes.
ensuring that they take care of all the learners who have been passing through the system. We don't want to lose them.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
And now in this CBE, this new curriculum, parents are supposed to be totally involved in this. kind of system of education of
Yes.
nowadays. Maybe if you can just tell us as a teacher, what are some of the roles of parents? Because there are some parents who don't understand their roles. You know, we during that 844 whatever, most of the parents, they are the people who studied under the 844 curriculum. Our children just go to school, they come back with the assignment, they do, they take that. I don't know. There are so many parents who never even cared about your grade. They care about the last grade. That is what matters. What are you going to get in class 8, in KCPE or KCSE? But in this new CBE, we are being told that as parents, we are supposed to be fully involved. So what are some of the roles of our parents?
Thank you, Brenda. Thank you so much. I think this is the elephant in the house.
Yes.
When we were onboarding learners and onboarding teachers, we didn't onboard all parents. I don't say all, I don't say some. All parents were not onboarded into the system.
Yes.
So this is where the problem is. Unlike 844 where ranking was done,
Yes.
CBC is a little bit giving learners the ability to be given an expectation that to meet. And therefore parents have got a role to play in ensuring that these expectations are met.
Yes.
For example, in the design, we don't say the syllabus, the design which the teachers are using at school.
Yes.
You find that when the teacher is preparing for a lesson, there is a part for parental involvement. The child is asked to go and discuss a particular item with the parents. Sometimes the parents are asked to provide things to do with maybe their phone, internet, so the child may be able to access, because children do not own phones.
Yes.
So when the parents is involved through that, they are able now to interact with this CBE at close range. But you find that the attitude of the parents is also very unique. Because sometimes a parent will not be able, the child is coming home with the assessment book. We were used to a report book where you just see your number 2, number 3. Why are you failing in this? But today, the numbers is not there.
Yeah.
Children are given exceeding expectation 1, exceeding expectation 2, meeting expectation 1, meeting expectation 2,
Yes.
approaching expectation 1, approaching expectation 2, below expectation. So some of these terminologies, some parents do not understand.
Yes.
So schools are always advised that during their AGM or from time to time, to spend part of the time during meetings to explain to parents what CBC scope is and what is expected of them.
Yes.
There are things that parents are supposed to be providing in terms of support, because the Ministry of Education do send capitation, but this money is not enough. Sometimes it delays because of sometimes issues that we know. But then when the funds delays, the syllabus needs to continue. To continue.
Yes.
And even when it comes, it will not be adequate to help run all the teaching and learning materials. So a child may be having a project, we call them projects, because it is activity-based.
Yes.
A project in cooking, maybe deep frying or shallow frying of eggs. And this one is a complete topic. So sometimes the teachers may ask the child, when you go home, please carry mayai, bring eggs. And so sometimes it's magnified that the teachers want the eggs to eat. But then when they have prepared it, it has to be marked, assessed. How do you assess cooking? By testing.
Yes.
So, well, I think it's required. Sometimes they are local. Usually learning is always local available materials.
Exactly.
The Ministry of Education is encouraging that. We use local available material at all the time. So these materials are always found at home. Some containers will be provided to be improvised. Because improvisation is also a key competency areas in solving local problems using local means.
Yes.
So parents need to be understanding. Parents need to be closer to these learners to monitor what they do. And from there you will be able to appreciate them. That will also encourage them. But you see, when parents say they don't know, children get a little bit frustrated because they don't know whom to turn to. A child can just show you what she has done.
Yes.
Appreciate it. That is also already parental involvement.
Yes.
Because when you appreciate, you say the learner, hey, well done. This is you are the one who drew it. The child's skill will develop because of that appreciation.
And also the confidence.
Yeah. Then when meetings are called at school, parents always think that when they are called to school, maybe the teachers want money. This is far from it. Sometimes schools have AGM,
Yes.
an education day, where they showcase some of the talent they have.
Yes.
Cultural day. Please be there. You will see very many, you will not even know your child with the talents.
Yes.
You will be impressed, you will be amazed. So when this kind of days are called to school,
Yes.
let us not look at the monetary aspect of it. Let us just go to see that our presence is giving it an impetus and is giving it that support that is necessary. Yeah, so parental involvement is key. Understanding the grading system is important, and also appreciating and providing some resources to complement what the government gives. So that's what I can say.
Okay. Parents have been crying that the CBE is also very expensive on them, and they are complaining that each and every time when the children, like you have just explained, they are told to bring this to school, bring this to school, bring this to school. So how can we solve this? Because actually some parents are very poor. Some of these students, they come from a very poor background. Even just a uniform is a problem. But then now again, each and every time, we need this, we need that, we need this. You come to school, tomorrow come with this, tomorrow come with this. Has been a challenge to some parents.
Yeah, it is true, but I want to say that most of the things that teachers ask, because teachers also are parents,
Yes.
and teachers are civil servants, they are not very rich, but they are also within our society. They know. So things that they ask are within the limit and within the ability of the parents.
Yes.
Maybe mostly they do sharing as a group. And sometimes to address this, most schools have been calling parents, and sometimes they explain to them what they expect so that parents are prepared. Usually, you find most schools have got WhatsApp group walls where they interact with the parents. So something which should be done next week or next month,
Yes.
the teachers usually tell them, and they group them to cut costs so that at least it is be bare minimum. But of course, there is nothing which is good, which can go for free, but there's some small little cost that is involved to parents. Unless and until, but I think most schools and most head of institutions are trying to make it be manageable at school level.
Yes.
Yeah, sometimes we complement with the money which is sent to the government with material for CBC. It may not be much because depending on the enrollments.
Yes.
When schools are enrolled with low population, capitation is based on population. So it may not be. So that's why we sometimes may ask parents to come in and chip in kidogo.
Yes.
And let me ask you, if maybe a teacher asks you to bring old magazines for some pasting on mosaic, on all those things,
Yes.
is that at a cost?
No, that at least that one someone can get.
If a teacher asks maybe groups, wasanye pesa kidogo, wanunue hata mayai mbili, just about 22 shillings. So I want us to just say that true. But when you say the attitude that it is expensive, then we will not be able to get the potential, because you are frustrating the child if that is not done. When the final assessment is brought, they always bring it the way it was done in class. So if the child never did it, never interacted with it, because the teacher now is forced to just teach theoretically,
Yes.
then the child may not really explore much when it comes to answering questions. So I want to appeal to parents that most schools are trying to make it affordable.
Yes.
But I want to say that there are cost implications, little of it. We need to interact with schools. We do school programs, and then we always advise parents what we plan to do.
Okay.
Yes.
So I think it's a challenge to parents to make sure that they're involved. If there is a meeting in school, go there. If there is a WhatsApp group, you have to be there so that you know very early what is needed in school.
Yes.
And you have also said something that is very important, that attitude of this is expensive. And some parents, your child comes home and asks you for just 20 bob for the group work, and the first answer you give a child is that, why do those teachers want money each and every time? Your attitude as a parent can also interfere with your child education. Maybe let's talk about what are some of the challenges you go through as teachers in this CBE education.
Yes, as teachers, there are so many challenges. I can't say there are few. Let me start with the classroom teachers.
Yes.
Classroom teachers need to explain some of these things to learners and to do them practically.
Yes.
When there is no or little support towards practical work, teachers find it a bit challenging. So that's why we call upon all stakeholders to provide this so that they are able to do. Number two, parental involvement. Maybe some children, I'm sorry to say that, do not come to school on a daily basis. That is the responsibility of the parents to ensure that children attend school. So maybe the teacher may not even know why the child is absent. I cannot say, sometimes the child may be sick.
Yes.
But some cases the child is not even sick, the child is not coming to school. When that child comes, you find that you have covered a particular learning area, a strand and a substrand. And then it's so difficult for the teacher to redo what people have done, yet we have got time frame to cover the particular area.
Yes.
So that's a challenge. The other challenge is lack of the lack of that time.
Yes.
Sometimes we are working within the time frame of the timetable, but some projects take long. They are long-term projects. Some are short-term projects. But how to apportion time, because you also need to give these learners opportunity to do other things. The timetable was changed.
Yes.
So this means that teachers need now to use ways to create additional timetable so that they are able to cover that. Then in junior school, particularly, we have a challenge of staffing.
Yes.
We still don't have all teachers in all learning areas, but we are trying, as much as the few that we have, we are trying to apportion them in the areas. Because you see, the teachers who are in our schools, they were trained under 844.
Yes.
Where at the university level, somebody did 2 subjects.
Yes.
Yeah, somebody did 2 subject areas. But the Teacher Service Commission has been trying to retool them. The retooling here means that they are retraining them on the approaches, on how to handle these areas, and especially the new CBSE. So staffing is a challenge, but I want to say that heads of institution at primary level have been very creative.
Yes.
They always have these teachers at the school, they talk, then they handle them. But the government is also trying. Right now, I think, from the beginning of the last 3 years, over 100,000 teachers have been employed. But it's still not enough. Because some schools, we still need more teachers.
Yeah.
I said when I started that learning areas like laboratory is a challenge. But we are also coming up with other areas that we have virtual laboratory.
Yes.
A virtual laboratory is you can download it here
from your phone,
and you can, if you have a projector in school, then that experiment which the learner could be doing physically, you can see somebody doing it and he's following up. But that one is but it's always good to have it. The child interact with it physically, so that he's able to probably see that I have done it. It brings satisfaction.
Yes.
But if we have measures. So I want to appeal to CDF to come in. The Ministry of Education through infrastructure is really trying.
Yes.
And we also want to say that community can also come in through community support program, because schools are ours. We cannot leave everything to the government.
Yes.
If we come together, we can collect little and improve. Even if the school has got extra classroom, we can improve one to make it be a laboratory.
Yes.
Another challenge is that with sometimes adjustment in learning areas, we used to call them subjects.
Yeah.
There was a time they were merged, a time they were separated.
They were separated again.
So those kind of drastic changes affect the operations of the teachers, because now a teacher is supposed to be handled this.
Yes.
It's now designed now to handle additional workload. And then again, I just want to say again that if all these are progressively addressed, the CBC will be a success.
Okay. Thank you. Let's just have a short commercial break. We are coming back to talk about more on this CBE, the C1, C2, or the C3 or C4 schools. We are going to talk about the grades so that our parents can understand this, and many more other things coming up again.
Dreaming of a career in journalism, television, or digital media? Join Cityscope Technical Training College and gain hands-on training in television production, journalism and news production, and digital media and content creation. Learn from experienced media professionals and develop the practical skills needed to succeed in today's fast-growing media. Enroll today and start your journey toward a rewarding media career. For inquiries, call 0726 324 028 or email us at cityscopetv@gmail.com or visit our website at www.cityscopemediacenter.co.ke. Cityscope Technical Training College. Think, believe, and achieve.
Be in gi lek mar bedo jafuambo, jalendo e wang' jowi, kata jalony e weche mag mbui. Riwri kod kar tiegruok mar Cityscope mondo iyud lony e chano chenro mag wang' jowi, fuambo kod puodho weche manyien moyiedhi. Yud puonj kowuok kuom jolony magwa mondo ibed gi ng'eyo mang'eny e weche mag fuambo. Ndikri kaka achiel kuom jopuonjre mondo mi ichak wuodhi mar bedo jafuambo. Mondo ing'e mathoth, ywanwa tol kokalo e namba 0726324028 kata tudri kodwa email marwa cityscopetv@gmail.com kata www.cityscopemediacenter.co.ke. Cityscope Training College. Think, believe, achieve.
Okay, thank you very much. Welcome back again from that very short commercial break. This is Scope Connect at Cityscope TV, and I'm your host Brenda Agenyo with my guest Eric Nyambok, who is a head teacher at Mbeme Comprehensive School. So we have been talking about education matters. We have been talking about so many things, the role of the parents on CBE, the progressive of the CBE and all that, what the government should do and what the steps that has been there and all that. The next thing I want us to talk about, we've also talked about the challenges that the teachers have been going through in this CBE or competence-based education system. So my next question, maybe you can just explain to us the grading. The grading has been a problem also to many parents. They don't understand how this grading is done. Now what we know is that before we used to have national schools, county schools and all this, but now we have the C1, C2, C3, C4. And then when the grade 10s were joining, we saw so many people were rushing, taking their children into these C1 schools and C2 schools. And some C4 and C3 schools even missed admission. They didn't even have students to admit. So maybe tell us, what's the secret? What is this? Maybe the difference between these C1, C2 school and C3, C4 schools, and then again the grading system in this CBE.
Thank you, viewers, and thank you, Brenda, for that. I just want to start with the C1, C2, C3, C4 schools. The word C there stands for cluster. Schools are clustered. Cluster 1, cluster 2, cluster 3, cluster 4.
Yes.
So the schools that we used to call national schools are now cluster 1. They are called cluster 1 schools.
Yes.
Then we also have cluster 2 schools, which were now extra county schools. Then we have cluster 3, which are the county schools. And then the lowest level there is a cluster 4, which are now the sub-county schools.
Yes.
So these schools are ranked by the Ministry of Education based on what they have capacity and what they are able to offer at those various levels.
Yes.
So cluster 1 are also, there are some schools which were added onto the original national school. You know, after 2010 constitution,
yes,
each county was to have 2 schools as national, one for boys and one for girls.
Yes.
And now after this, the coming in of CBE, additional schools were brought on board to be national schools.
Yes.
So these schools are also national. For example, here in Kisumu, Kisumu Boys, Sinyolo Girls, Nyakach, are now national schools.
They're now in cluster 1.
They are now in cluster 1. But now, for how will you know which child will go to those those schools, cluster 1, cluster 2, cluster 2, 3, and cluster 4 schools? First, allow me to appreciate the principals of all these our schools. They're doing quite a lot. Right now, you know, they have got 2 groups, 844 from 3 and 4.
Yes.
And they are now with grade 10. So I want to appreciate them for the good work they're doing. Equally, I'm appreciating our heads of institution at primary level,
yes,
who have also been making sure that this thing is domiciled and it works.
Yes.
So for the grading system, the latest grading system introduced by the
government.
The government under the curriculum developers, KICD,
yes,
is such that every child is a winner. We don't have a child who has failed.
Yes.
And we are removing the words like fail, poor, excellent.
Very poor.
Very poor. Those were demeaning words. So right now, the performance of the children, and I want to emphasize this,
yes,
that at grade 6, they do exam which is called, a summative exam called KEPSEA. KEPSEA is Kenya Primary School Education Assessment. And then we also have the grade 9, which is also KJSEA, Kenya Junior School Education Assessment. Then we also have other levels, children who are with special needs.
Yes.
Theirs is a progressive one. That means that you do this assessment for that level, and then the child is upgraded to the next level.
Yes.
So I just want to say that at KEPSEA, the most important thing, the exam which they do for 3 days is 60% of what they've been doing from grade 1.
Yes.
Yeah, so especially from grade 3, these children are enrolled to Kenya National Examination Council, and they are given assessment number. From that assessment number, every child has got the kind of enrollment number, which they will carry with them up to the end of the education system. So they do the first is called school-based assessment. School-based assessment is where the child is doing a project, is assessed by the teacher, the marks is put in the child's assessment number, and cumulatively this marks, the child will go to grade 4, the child will go to grade 5, And when that child reaches grade 6, the child will do summative assessment. Summative means at the end of grade 6,
Yes.
the child is now doing assessment to assess all the levels. Then 40% of SBA, school-based assessment, will be added onto what the child is going to get, which is 60%, to give the child 100%
Yes.
performance. So I want to say that SBA is key. If the child marks in SBA is not keyed in, it means you have denied that child 40% marks.
Yes.
The child will go to junior school. The child will reach grade 9.
Yes.
At grade 9, the grading system was introduced last year. And so I want to read from 0 to 10.
Yes.
If the child gets something like from 0 to 10%, that one is BE2, below expectation 2.
Below expectation 2.
If the child gets between 11 to 20%, is below expectation 1, BE1. If a child gets between 21 to 30, the child is classified as approaching expectation 2. If the child gets between 31 to 44, the child is said to be approaching expectation 1, AE1. That is between 31 to 44%. And then if the child gets 41 to 57%,
Yes.
then the child is meeting expectation 2. Meeting expectation 2. If the child gets 58 to 74%,
Yes.
that child will be meeting expectation 1. Now, if the child gets between 75 to 89,
Yes.
that child is exceeding expectation
Expectation
2,
two.
EE2. If the child gets between 90 to 99, because sometimes it's difficult to get 100,
100, yeah.
then that child is exceeding expectation
Expectation
1. Now, this grading system has got points. The one who gets 90 to 99 has got 8 points.
Okay.
If the child in grade 9 who is doing 9 subjects, 9 times 8 will be 72 points. These 72 points will be classified as exceeding expectation 1.
That is the highest.
That is the highest. This child will go to National School 1,
Yes.
Cluster 1 school automatically. It means the child has exceeded expectations in all learning areas.
Yes.
Yeah, so amepata between 90 to 99, so the points are 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8 times 9, 72.
Yes.
So that child automatically, even if the parent does not walk to this national school, irrespective of where the child is, the background of the family, the child's ability will take that child to national school 1.
Yes.
Then, between 75 to 89 is now 7 points. 7 points, and then between 58 to 70 to 74 there is 6 points. They progress like that up to 1 point, which is between 0 to 10. So if the child can mix and get better grades, so we are now grading the child from 1 to 72. So from 1 to 72, we will give the child a particular school.
Yes.
So if the child has got around 68, 61 to 60 to 72,
Yes.
that is a national material. A child with 50 something is an extra county,
Yes.
which is C2 schools, and then progressively up to the lowest point. So those child will be able to be taken to C4 schools are now those that have gotten the points maybe from 44 going down. No?
Going downward.
Yeah, they will be going to sub-county schools.
Okay.
But that is the grading system, and that is actually what puts them. Above and over, a child may have special talent. Now, like last year, we were asked if you have a child with extremely special talent,
Yeah, maybe she's a dancer.
is a dancer, an artist, or
An
something
artist.
else which is extreme.
Yes.
We were to enroll that child once again, and then they will look for the special talent and place that child. So some of these children ended up in C1
Schools because of their talent
Yeah,
now.
because I have one boy who is at Kisumu Boys, which is a national school, and they had 58 points.
Yes.
Yeah, but he's a very good artist. When one day he drew me, I just decided to remove money from my pocket and appreciate it because of that talent. And recently that boy drew the father to the city manager.
Yes.
And the city manager put him on scholarship.
Yes.
So my boy is learning for free because of that special talent. So that's the grading system. So we are urging parents that if we improve the skill, we improve the ability,
Yes.
then these children will now go to those schools, and we appreciate all schools, but no schools are ranked based on the available facilities.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe away from that, I think maybe for those people who are not understanding the grading system, you saw me noting down something. I was also one of those people. I wanted to know how this grading is done. At least now you have helped me now understand how the grading is done. So there's been a conflict between the JSS teachers, the junior secondary teachers, and the head teachers. There's been a conflict. These people want to be monologue. They want to operate on their own. But you see now the heads are also saying that we are the head. I'm the head teacher of this school. Now you are in my school. You are under me. What can you say about this?
Thank you, Brenda.
Yes.
It is a very good one, a healthy one for the system.
Yes.
You must know that the Presidential Working Party Committee sat and decided that junior school is domiciled in primary schools.
Yes.
And when it is domiciled in primary school, the head of that primary school is always the head teacher.
Yes.
So we cannot have two heads in one institution. So people have been calling those schools comprehensive, but still the word comprehensive is not really within the Education Act, which is being developed again by the Presidential Working Committee. Their proposal was that we have two levels of schools at the basic level, and that is senior school and the junior school.
Yes.
So primary schools with the junior secondary should be now junior school. Then those ones are called senior school. So the word secondary is diminishing. If you are keen, you'll realize that. So comprehensive is not the word, but because there is ECD, there is primary, there is junior school. So people just thought, people are very creative.
I've seen people changing these schools from primary to comprehensive schools.
It should be
I'm
junior
just
school.
wondering, why are they using the word comprehensive?
So initially people used to call it junior secondary school.
Yes.
And this is our young teachers, they are very good teachers. They trained at the university to teach at a secondary school.
Yes.
And now the junior school is domiciled in primary. So as a human being, you can now imagine
feel offended.
that...
Actually, they feel offended. I feel for them. If I was one of them, I will feel the same way.
So it had to take time to address the issue. And I want to appreciate the Teacher Service Commission
Yes.
under what we call retooling, mentorship, coaching, TMEC. We call them teacher mentorship, coaching, and nurturing.
Yes.
We have gone through this successfully, and they have appreciated the role the head of institution are playing.
Yes.
Because the head of institution have been really understanding them. They know what they go through, and actually they have been coming. They've created that enabling environment to allow them to work. Initially, they were coming in as people from university.
Yes.
And normally people think that when you go to primary, you just find people who are just having low grades, people in primary are properly educated.
Exactly.
Yeah, right now there is no P1. The least now is diploma. And we have people with a PhD.
Yes.
We have people with masters.
And they are in primary schools.
And they're in primary, of course.
Yeah.
We have heads of institutions with very high grades. But one good thing is that we were taught that if you are educated, you become humble. You don't shout at the top of the roof that I am educated, I have masters. So with the time, what shows your education is how you handle management. So I want to appreciate heads of institution for their roles in bridging the gap and ensuring that the junior teachers have a place. And the junior teachers are really working very well.
hard.
So, like in my school, yeah, a very good working harmony. They work with the primary teachers very well. They do duties. People work. Welfare issues and all other issues are taken care of jointly as teachers of Mbeme Primary School or Mbeme Junior School. So it started with a high level of expectations, but now the reality of handling these learners at primary level, when it has sunk on them, they have accepted it. Yeah.
Okay. So maybe away from the education system, there's been this problem of strike, students unrest in our schools, though this has not affected the primary schools. It has been in our senior schools, or nowadays they're senior schools, in our senior schools. Maybe just as a teacher, you have also seen this. What do you think is happening in our schools? What is wrong with our students? You know, even the grade 10s also, they striked. They just joined school. They don't even have experience in these schools, and then they are also striking. They don't know, they want what? They don't want this in food. They don't want githeri. They don't want, I mean, their reasoning, I don't know what is really happening. Maybe you as a teacher, you are handling children, you know, you can understand their psychology and all this. What is happening in our schools?
Thank you, Brenda. School strikes, and especially at senior schools, secondary schools, is not a new phenomenon in our education system.
Yes.
We have had so many task force, or we call them very many intervention strategies that have been put in place.
Yes.
And usually let us see the timing of those strikes. Usually around June, July, especially in term 2. And then people look at it, and sometimes it also brings what we call the mob psychology.
Yes.
Some learners are striking because school A strikes. There is no justification at all why they are striking.
They don't even have a reason why
They
they're
don't
doing
even
it.
have a reason why they are striking. But because school A is striking, so let us strike.
Yes.
And sometimes they always want to communicate because they know through that strike they will be listened to.
Yes.
And you see, as a person who is in education system, I want to condemn the strike because it leads to destruction of very many facilities which we are struggling to put up. A dormitory going up in flames is once too much, and parents now will have to pay, which is also very expensive.
Yes.
Yeah, sometimes there is that we do not have specific reasons, but we look at the timing and suggest maybe schools prepare them for the final exams.
Yes.
And part of preparation is maybe rigorous work, last minute exam that makes them now to be used to what will be testing. And this is why we are praying that if CBC is fully incorporated, this kind of strikes will be very minimal. Because the one core competency of these learners, which we have nurtured in them, the communication skills. They will always communicate openly what is affecting them.
Yes.
So I think because of the pressure of maybe exam and maybe other things, this is why this strike is happening.
Okay. I can see that our time is almost over. We're just having like 2 to 3 minutes. Maybe if we are just winding up, what advice can you give parents now that the schools are going to be closed? I think that in this week, from tomorrow, our students will be coming back home. Maybe 1 to 3 advice that you can give our parents on how to handle these students.
Thank you, Brenda. I think one thing I would like to tell parents that please, the learners are coming and you receive them. Understand their background, understand them, and please try as much as possible to be available for them.
Yes.
You know, some of them miss you so much, and when they come home, they want to see you. So be there for them, share their challenges in schools, do not rebuke them. Try to encourage them, even if they don't bring high performance, especially those in under 844.
Yes.
Just start with a positive thing. Tell them something positive which you have noted from what they have been doing, so that they be able to have what we call self-esteem. And provide for them, provide an enabling environment. Do not leave parenting to teachers alone. This is your part. Talk to them on some other areas, because some of them are young adults, some are in adolescence, some are discovering themselves. So if you are there for them, some of these things you need to sit them up, reason up with them and tell them. And then again, to the learners, if they come, please monitor what they do. Be with them, the people they work with, because at this particular time, there's so much information technology, so much influence that may influence them negatively. So try to see into it that you monitor what they do. But above all, churches are open and they have programs that will engage them. So most of the time after they have been engaged, they can also be engaged in the spiritual work.
Yes.
This one is positive engagement, and I think if we allow children to be youth conferences, activities in the church which are monitored by the church leaders, then I'm sure you will go back to school refreshed, rejuvenated. But what these learners must know, and we must know about them, is that they need what we call independence. They are thinking they need to chart their own path. Some think they have learned more than the parents. Some think they are now wiser. So just understand them, but still do not fear them.
Exactly.
They are still your children. No child is big enough. Sometimes when my mom was still alive, I used to go home during December, and I'm a married man. My mom still brings me banana. So the child is still yours, and you cannot transfer the responsibility of parenting to someone else.
Yes.
But above all, we want a good society. We are also appealing to our leaders. There are certain things that they do which also influence the culture positively, negatively, I mean.
Yes.
Yeah, like now if you see a lot of some talks with the politicians which are sometimes not so good, we need to be having decorum so that our learners may have role models.
Yes.
If they do, I hope we will have a good generation. But we have a role, churches, we call upon church leaders. Now, please, these learners are coming. The Muslims, these learners are coming, and all other religious sections receive them.
Okay. Thank you for that good advice. I can also just advise our parents, just make sure that you talk to your children. Talk to them, know what is bothering them, know what is they are going through, and just try to encourage them in 1, 2, 3, check on them always. Parents need to take their time to be with their children. Some parents are very busy, we understand, we are looking for money and all that, but they are our children, they need our guidance, they need our love and our protection. Thank you very much, sir, for coming and making this show very lively today, and I hope that each and everybody who was watching us today, they've learned 1 or 2 things. So this was a Scope Connect at Cityscope TV, and I was your host, Brenda Agenyo. Let's meet another day.
Thank you.